What's going on, YouTube? And one thing I want to talk about today is friends. How many of us have them? You know what I'm saying? Ask Houdini about that. But Shannon Sharpe, Ray Lewis. I seen an interview Ray Lewis did about Shannon Sharpe, and I know they was real good friends. I know when Shannon Sharpe came to the Baltimore Ravens, you know, for his middle stint, like he was with the Denver Broncos, went to the Ravens, ended up going back to the Broncos. But when he was with the Ravens, he ended up winning the championship with Ray Lewis. And at one time, they say Ray Lewis looked at Shannon Sharpe like a big brother. And I see Ray Lewis doing an interview talking about Shannon Sharpe and being a celebrity and certain things he was talking about on the interview. And the dude show he was on, I can't remember the name of the show. I think it's Valuetainment. But the dude, he does a lot of different interviews. I like his interview style. I like how he interview a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I watched him interview Antonio Brown one time, boy, and I was rolling. But he interviewed a lot of big people, you know what I'm saying? He got a real good show. I done watched a lot of his interviews. But he was interviewing Ray Lewis, and he semi-asked him about Shannon Sharpe. And he was saying when he started seeing Shannon Sharpe doing a lot of things for just entertainment, he kind of stepped away from him, you know what I'm saying? He was asking him about, he never seen Shannon Sharpe ever have a drink, and you know what I'm saying, now he started drinking on TV, which the whole time when I watched Undisputed, I know Shannon Sharpe was just playing a character. He would come under the Wade cap. That's when he built the uncle, you know what I'm saying, Unc, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That whole moniker, people start calling him about Unc. He had the Black and Miles, the Wade cap, and start acting like he was drinking the liquor. But he said during that time when he seen Shannon Sharpe doing a lot of stuff for likes and entertainment, they kind of went their separate ways.
I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route.
But you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A., all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon would say or do any of these things.
Like what?
Take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink, ever. Like it was against the law because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance. A lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. When it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death?
And I was sitting over here thinking about it, friends, you know what I'm saying? And how many of us have real friends, like real friends, not just people that call us their friends. Like when you're going through something, you can lean on them, but when another person going through something, can he lean on you? That's what I consider a real friend. Somebody where the friendship goes both ways. It's just not a one-way street. And I remember at one time when Shannon Sharpe was talking about Ray Lewis going through what he was going through at the time when he was in the middle of some kind of murder thing that had happened around that Super Bowl time that time. And he was like, Ray Lewis was going through it. He was like, little bro, come stay over here, I got you. And he stayed with him and he looked out for him. So I'm looking at the situation with Shannon Sharpe and Ray Lewis where that situation, Shannon Sharpe was being a big brother. And now Shannon going through what he's going through and everybody want their pound of flesh. You know, everybody was high on Shannon Sharpe a minute ago, and I always watch Shannon Sharpe. I remember when he used to be on the doing football, you know, back in the day with Dan Marino and all them. So I always cut it for Shannon Sharpe, one of the greatest tight ends that ever played the game. And when he came on Undisputed, you seen a different Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? You seen him be ready and go blow for blow with Skip Bayless. You know, turned out to be a great show. Show ended up coming to an end a few years ago. But since then, Shannon Sharpe took it to a whole nother stratosphere with Club Shay Shay, with his nightcap, with Ocho Cinco, and being on First Take. And then he ended up getting into a little situation where he ended up making a little OnlyFans female rich. You know what I'm saying? He ended up not being smart and making a mistake where he ended up making his OnlyFans little female rich. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up affecting his funds where he had to step away from First Take for a while, and he ended up losing a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, I started seeing a lot of that sponsorship he had on his show not being at the top of his screen no more, but he kept kicking. And what Shannon Sharpe said when I watched Nightcap, man, that didn't even really bring up Ray Lewis, but when on the conversation he was having with Ocho Cinco, you can see what he was talking about. And it goes back to what I was saying about friendship. Like, who's gonna hold you down when you're going through something? You can always be down to hold somebody down when they going through something. But a lot of times, who hold you down when you're going through something? And I can just tell by how Shannon Sharpe was talking about it and how he was saying, yeah, man, when your boy was up, everybody wasn't doing that. Now your boy down and everybody trying to kick at me. You know what I'm saying?
It gets harder and harder. I think that's one of the best thing, one of the best lessons that Mike Shanahan told me, and it stuck with me. And here we are 30 plus years later. 84, I'll never accept anything in a win I wouldn't in a loss. That effort that you gave me there, I wouldn't accept, no. The meeting, punctuality, and you can appreciate that. But like I said, I got nothing bad to say. Because a lot of things when you tolerate it, I'm gonna go ahead and say my thing. Whatever transpired, I'll bite my tongue. I'll be the bigger person. I'll walk away. Hey, you right. Cause you know why, Ocho? It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Cause your boy, you looking at him, he low hanging fruit. And there are a lot of people taking your shot at your boy.
Come on now.
Y'all can have it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right, Ocho.
Yeah.
That tribute say we're going to be all right.
Yeah, listen, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
So
everybody want to pile on. Everybody jump on now. Hey, we got him down, Ocho. We got him down. The best time to, hey, let me get my lick now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to get a lick now because when your boy was doing good, you hear a lot of people that have a whole lot to say. Now everybody got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody taking a shot, but he like, I'm gonna be all right. And I think certain things can really hurt you. It can hurt your feelings, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's somebody close that you thought would hold you down. Regardless of if Shannon Sharpe wanna come with this kind of different character on TV to get his money, he's entertaining. You know, I don't think he's doing anything fake. He's just having fun with it and entertaining. Because when he give his takes, you know what I'm saying, his takes be on point. It's only a few times I disagree with what Shannon Sharpe talking about. And when he's talking about anything about football, Shannon Sharpe then probably forgot more football. Him and Ray Lewis, and I didn't never even thought about or can see or anything. So I like listening to people that then played the game, you know what I'm saying? An analyst, you know what I'm saying? A person that can analyze the game for real because they done been out there in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? So I like watching Shannon Sharpe. I like watching Ocho Cinco. I like how Shannon Sharpe do it because when he talking about any kind of sport, he bring the person on. Like I seen him talking about football and TCU, and he brought LaDainian Thompson on there. I said, that's real dope, and that's a good idea. And I'm starting to see some of the sponsorship being back at the top of his screen. Like I was seeing a lot of things gone, and it just had his logo at the top with the part in his hair. And even I think the volume was back up there. You know, Kyle Hurd, his media company was back at the top of the screen. And I understand where Shannon Sharpe was coming from, man. Like it hurts you bad, like when somebody you really call bro that you look at as family, and I could tell by the look in his face that he didn't even want to send no shots back. He was just like, man, it's cold how people are just taking shots at me and how everybody's going at me right now when I'm at my lowest. And that's when people get you sometimes. They're gonna come and kick you in your butt when you at your lowest because they know you at your lowest, and they can kick you at that time, and you can't really comment back. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in the midst of something where you can't even speak up for yourself, and he had to just take them bumps and bruises, which Shannon Sharpe put a lot of that on himself, letting that OnlyFans girl really play him out like that. She hit him with a shake job. She got up in his pocket, took about $20 million from the guy, and he had a $100 million deal coming, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. And he ended up losing his job on first take, you know what I'm saying, with that issue. But, you know what I'm saying, you know, sometimes you gotta tear it down and rebuild it. And if Shannon Sharpe just keep hustling, it don't like he done fell off in this club Shay Shay or he didn't fell off any on his nightcap. And a lot of times, like you say, that nightcap in that club, Shay says is his. So, you know, can't nobody take that from you. So he can keep grinding on that. And I hope he just keep doing what he's doing and take it to another level. Because, man, what Ray Lewis said to the guy, you could tell the guy was really messed up about it. It's like your bro saying something to you. And that's going to hurt you more than anything when somebody you got love for. And you didn't look down for in the time of your life, like being a critic. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you was sitting up here fighting a little murder case or whatever you was going through, and now you trying to be a critic, acting like you all holy and everything. And I don't like people that do that. You know what I'm saying? That don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. And I think that's what Ray Lewis was doing. In his time of need, I think Shannon Sharpe was there. And I think that's why it hurts more, because Shannon Sharpe can really say that. When you was going through what you was going through, bro, I was there for you. So now you trying to take your pound of flesh on me because everybody else is doing it. And I think that's how people do. When you're going through something, people will pounce on you. People don't really care about you. It's really no loyalty no more. And I think that's what hurt him the most. I can see it in his face, man. He was like, man, this joker, man, I thought I'd sit right here and supported him and did this for him, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no love, you know what I'm saying? That's cold-blooded. And I felt, man, if you seen the interview, you could just tell by the look on Shannon Sharpe's face. And I don't rock with Ray Lewis for doing that. Hold your bro down with whatever he going through, regardless if you like, if you agree, if you disagree, man. You gotta sometimes stay with your guy and support what your guy going through. Even if sometimes you have a disagreement. He ain't doing nothing. I don't see he just doing nothing crazy where he just doing interviews. He might be keeping some dust going with the comedians for a little bit, but I mean, that's what people do. That it's all about likes, clicks, and views and stuff like that on the internet. So he just following the pattern what everybody else doing, and I don't think he doing anything wrong. Where Ray Lewis feel like he got a cutthroat or cut or bounce on him, you know what I'm saying? When he going through what he going through, I don't appreciate that, and I don't like that. And I don't like people that your friends when it benefit them, but they not your friend. When you go through something, somebody should still be your friend like you was their friend when they was going through what they was going through. And I think that look on Shannon's face, man, he was just like, he was affected by that. And then a lot of the people out here being hypocrites, and like they try to put their foot on Shannon Sharpe's neck while he going through something. And I think, and I could tell by the look on his face, he's like, okay, y'all let me get back where I need to be, and I'm going to be good. I can tell, because that's how I would feel, you know what I'm saying? When you're on top of the world, you've been took down, but even though you did it to yourself, but it's done, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, boy, they going at the guy. And out of everybody, you know, I know how tight, you know what I'm saying? They didn't talk. They didn't. What the hell going on? Hold up, y'all. Let me figure out what I just did wrong. I done hit one of these buttons. You know what I'm saying? I done hit one of these buttons. I done went back though. I know how to get up out of that. But yeah, back to what I was talking about, man. You know, be sturdy. Remember, keep the same energy, man. You want to get the energy thrown on you, because one day you can look up and you can be going through something, and that same guy you was pointing the finger at can be pointing the finger at you. And I'll never be a person to be too critical of anybody. Like a lot of times when I hop on my channel, I just be saying my opinion. I'm just gonna always speak on my opinion. Stephen A didn't hold Shannon down. It's a lot of people that didn't really hold Shannon down. When he was going through what he was going through, that little girl got she retired from OnlyFans off Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? That's a cold pill to swallow, man. You know, when you have to give all that money up, you about to get 100, then you got to get his money up. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn, man. I think Shannon will be all right. But friends, how many of us have them? You know what I'm saying? How many of us have real friends? Somebody you can depend on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many friends out here. That's why I keep my circle real small, and I always been like that, because people gonna support you when it benefits them, and when it don't benefit them, they're not gonna support you, brother. And it's really like that. But like, comment, subscribe on my video, man. Appreciate y'all. Keep watching. What am I talking about? Keep watching, subscribing, sharing, supporting, liking, viewing my video, and viewing my channel, man. I'm getting up there. I'm almost finna get ready to get close to 2,000. I think about 90 subscribers away. It might be a little minute, but I'm gonna get there. Y'all just keep supporting, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out.